Unbelievable animal skills that science can't explain. Dr. Mark. Hey everyone, Dr. Mark is coming from Pet News USA, your go-to source for animals, trusted advocate, published author, and journalist. Imagine creatures with powers so mind-bending that even scientists can't explain them. You'll be amazed by the incredible, sometimes otherworldly skills these animals possess. Skills that would have even superheroes scratching their heads. Ready to have your mind blown? Let's dive right in. Let's start with one of the most extraordinary creatures on the planet, the mantis shrimp. You've probably heard of it before. But did you know this little warrior can strike with a force greater than a bullet? That's right, this shrimp doesn't just poke or jab, it delivers a punch at nearly 80 kilometers per hour. To put that in perspective, it's faster than the blink of an eye. But here's the kicker. Scientists are still scratching their heads about how it pulls this off. The secret lies in its specialized claws, which act like tiny weapons. When the mantis shrimp snaps them shut, the speed creates an air bubble that forms an explosive shock wave, capable of stunning its prey. It's like a miniature torpedo firing underwater. And that's not all. This punch is so fast that it generates heat and light, creating a flash of light known as sonoluminescence. The big question is how this tiny creature generates such an incredible force. It's almost like it bends the laws of physics themselves. Talk about another mind-blowing animal, the electric fish. We all know electric eels can deliver a serious shock, but there are fish out there that can generate electricity in ways that have baffled scientists for years. The knife fish, for example, can produce electric fields to communicate, navigate, and hunt. These electric fish create low-voltage fields around their bodies, almost like sonar, helping them see in the murky waters. But here's the kicker. One species, the black ghost knifefish, can alter the frequency of its electric field to communicate with other members of its species. That's right, these fish can talk to each other through electrical signals. But the real mystery is how they control these electric fields with such precision. They're sending secret messages we'll never fully understand. Moving on to something equally incredible. Bats and their insane echolocation skills. Bats don't just fly in the dark, they navigate through total darkness using sound waves. It's like they can see without eyes. Bats emit high-frequency sound waves that bounce off objects, and by listening to the echoes, they map their surroundings in the dark. But what's truly mind-blowing is that bats can detect objects the size of a small insect while flying at high speeds, all in complete darkness. Scientists get the basic mechanics of echolocation, but how do bats fine-tune their sound waves with such accuracy? That's still a puzzle. Speaking of mastering the dark, let's talk about the ultimate masters of disguise, the cuttlefish. These creatures are like chameleons of the sea, able to change their color and texture to blend into almost any environment. Here's the jaw dropper. Cuttlefish don't just change color, they can also alter the texture of their skin to look bumpy, smooth, or even spiny, depending on what's around them. They have specialized cells in their skin called chromatophores, which expand and contract to reflect different colors. But here's the twist. We don't know how their brains manage such an intricate transformation in real time. Some scientists believe cuttlefish can see light beyond the human spectrum, which helps them perform this camouflage trick. But the full explanation? Still up for debate. Let's now meet one of the toughest creatures on the planet, the tardigrade, or as it's affectionately known, the water bear. These microscopic creatures have been around for over 500 million years, but their most incredible ability is their survival skills in extreme conditions. Tardigrades can survive freezing temperatures, radiation, and even the vacuum of space. When things get tough, they enter cryptobiosis, essentially shutting down their metabolism and waiting until conditions improve. They can survive dehydration, freezing temperatures, and intense radiation. How they manage to withstand these extremes is a complete mystery. Their biology seems to defy everything we thought we knew about life. Thanks for joining me on this wild journey through the animal kingdom. If you've been amazed by these incredible animal abilities, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe so you won't miss out on more jaw-dropping discoveries. Who knows what mind-blowing skills we'll uncover next? Stay curious, stay amazed, and keep exploring the wonders of nature with us. Now let's meet one of the most peculiar creatures in the ocean, The immortal jellyfish, Turritopsis dohrnii. This jellyfish has a mind-boggling ability. It can reverse its aging process and start its life cycle all over again. When faced with stress or injury, this jellyfish can revert its cells to a more primitive state, transforming back into a polyp, the earliest stage of its life. While other animals get older and eventually die, the immortal jellyfish defies the concept of aging itself. But here's the real mystery. How does this jellyfish know how to reset its biological clock? Scientists are still baffled by the mechanisms behind this amazing skill. Could this be the secret to eternal life? Or is it just nature showing us that even the most impossible things might not be so impossible after all? Let's turn to another amazing survivor, the wood frog. This amphibian may seem ordinary, but its survival trick leaves scientists speechless. The wood frog can survive freezing solid during winter, and not just for a few hours. These frogs can freeze for months and thaw out as if nothing happened. The mystery? How do they prevent their cells from being damaged when they freeze and thaw? Scientists can't quite figure it out because it's a real-life superhero power. Hummingbirds are the only birds that can hover thanks to the unique structure of their wings. Their wings beat in a figure-8 motion, allowing them to stay perfectly still in midair. But here's what's still a mystery. How can they do this with such astonishing control while expending so much energy? They even fly backwards and upside down, but scientists still don't know how they conserve that energy while executing these high-intensity maneuvers. It's one of nature's great unsolved questions. Before we wrap up, let's talk about sloths. These slow-moving creatures have a mysterious superpower that leaves scientists scratching their heads: their slow metabolism. Sloths have the slowest metabolic rate of any mammal. They move so slowly that algae can grow in their fur. But here's the kicker. They can survive on a diet low in calories and don't need to eat much to sustain themselves. How does a creature so lethargic remain healthy? Scientists don't completely understand it, but it's one of nature's best-kept secrets. So, there you have it. Some of the most unbelievable animal skills science can't fully explain. From the mantis shrimp's superhero punch to the tardigrade's survival in space, the animal kingdom is full of creatures that push the boundaries of what we thought was possible. Every day, discoveries are made about these amazing creatures. Who knows what we'll learn next? But one thing's certain, the more we study, the more we realize how little we know. Thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed learning about these mind-blowing animal skills, hit that like button, share with your friends, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping content. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of nature. And remember, the animal world is full of surprises. Stay curious, stay amazed, and always advocate for these incredible creatures.